Hey guys, my name is Kevin and today I want to show you my Mystic Mine deck profile. Yeah, I know many of you don't like the deck, but I wanted to play a deck that is like simple to play, not that kind of expensive if you cut out the pots. And yeah, I just wanted to try it out and see how well it does against combo decks right now. Because they're pretty scary and yeah, I wait for the new format, so I just try out like many decks. Yeah, as you see, I don't have a side deck and I have no extra deck because the extra deck pretty much doesn't matter except if you're playing Waking the Dragon in the side. You could also play Dogmatica Punishment, but I wouldn't do that. When I would play those kind of cards, I would play Waking the Dragon. Yeah, so the side deck is irrelevant. You can just put in 15 random cards, and for the extra deck and for the side deck, there are only some cards I would consider playing, but mostly this is also like some going first, some going second card. So yeah. So let's start off. I play 3 Amano Ivato and 2 Silent Bobbies. Oh man, my camera is like lagging hard today. So basically, Amano Ivato is very good going first and going second card, because if you normal summon him, the opponent cannot activate any kind of hand traps which are monsters, so the only card they can activate is Impermanence, and this doesn't matter for you. So yeah, Amano Ivato is in that instance a very good going first and second card. Going second is you just normal summon it, they cannot activate any monster effects, so you're free to go, for example, against Drytron. They don't have monster effects on board and they don't have the Orange Herald, so just can make this and then make Mystic Mine. So basically, yeah. So very good card in my opinion. And then 2 Silent Bobby for going first. You could consider playing the DD Guide, but this one is you can Impermanence this. Yeah, so this is in that instance less good. But this does not conflict with Pot of Duality, so yeah, you have to choose, and I choose the Silent Bobby because I like the effect from special summon from the hand. If this gets Veiled or Impermanence game 1, you are in a pretty bad situation. So yeah, this is why I like Silent Bobby. And also, if you are in time, you can just activate the effect, then special summon it to their side. You get 2000 life points, and then activate Mystic Mine because you do not care if they draw a card then. So you could also win off that. Yeah, basically 5 monsters. It's a pretty good amount. So I hope it works better now. I changed the internet connection. Yeah. So then I play 3 Mystic Mine, 1 Terraforming, of course. You want to see this card. You don't want to see all 3 of them, because the better card to draw is this one, Demise of the Land, because this guarantees that this one doesn't get popped in the end phase. So yeah, but nevertheless you have to see this card, otherwise you will die. Then if you're going second, I want cards that say no for anything that stops my Mystic Mine except spells traps, because there is no card like this. Like I wouldn't play something like this in the main deck. You could consider playing Lightning Storms, but I want cards that do negate monster effects, so I can just play out Mystic Mine. And that's why I played the 3 package and no other hand trap. You could consider playing D-Shifter, but I would put D-Shifter in the side deck and put cards like 3 Lightning Storms, 3 D-Shifter in the side deck, and for example something like Red Lotus for going first, and maybe like Waking the Dragon, and there's like pretty much most of your side deck. Then more draw cards to just get more consistency into this deck. I think these are the best cards you could play in this deck. You could consider playing Extravagance when you cannot afford those or these. I like Demise because this does not really conflict with Amano Ivato, because you could just like say I resolve Demise and then get Amano Ivato back to hand if this comes up like in true Jaco format. But I just want to have more draw cards. You could also play just Upstart and play a 39 card deck. Yeah, this one should get here. So yeah, then I play 3 Goddess. I think this is one of the best cards in the deck, because this mostly guarantees that your Mystic Mine stays on board if they do not draw any outs. You could just use this so they draw shit. I play one left arm offering. It happens that you have cards in hand that you really do not need. For example, if you happen to draw a terraforming and you have use, or you want to have the Mystic Mine in deck or something like that, you could get rid of it with left arm offering and get one kind of spell you want to see, so like the Goddess, or for example your win condition, the Cauldron. Yeah, that's why I play one of this. Then I play 3 Prohibition. You can use this offensively, defensively, and I think a lot of players use this card wrongly, because a lot of people just say, okay, I stop Cosmic Cyclone, or I want to stop Twin Twister, which is in theory correct, but you often have to use this card to stop the engine from working. So if you're in like a mediocre situation, I would rather use this to stop them from playing. For example, I don't know, in against Sky Strikers, I would use something against maybe Engage, maybe Kagari, something like that. Or in Salamangreat, I would call Gazelle, then Twin Twisters. So yeah, a lot of people play that wrongly, I think, but it depends on your situation. Then I played 2 Cauldron. I ordered a Final Countdown because I want to play 2 Cauldron and White Final Countdown, so I play 3 win cons. But sadly, my order got cancelled. So right now I'm staying with 2 Cauldron. It's fine. You need 2 win cons because a lot of times one gets outed. So yeah, you need 2 win cons. Then 3 Field Barrier. If you're going first, you want to have the Mystic Mine staying on your field. And then play 2 Dark Bribe, 1 Metaverse, and 3 Judgment. Judgment is the better one in this instance because this can stop everything. This one can only stop spells, traps. Yeah, I think you don't need 3 of this going first, so yeah, I only play 2. And I would play the 3rd one on the side for if you happen to go first. Yeah, but that's basically it. I mean, we can do a test hand, but basically this is like, yeah, it's there is no real line of play because your goal is only to get Mystic Mine on field, somehow protect it, and get Cauldron on the field, and then wait like 9 turns, I think it is, to win. In a mirror match, if this happens, you have to heal yourself and not try to like down the enemy or burn the enemy, because healing makes more life points than dealing damage. You could also consider playing 1 Day of Peace. I think this card is pretty good, and I consider putting out the Demise for 1 Day of Peace because this draws you a card and says if you do not have some kind of way to get to mine, that you can at least have 1 more turn because the enemy cannot kill you the next turn. Oh. Make sure it is properly shuffled, and then we draw 5 cards. So basically we have some kind of negation, Oracle, which is really good, and then we have to hope that duality gets through, and then I haven't got really, or I haven't got shuffled enough, but okay. So we get the Metaverse, put this down. So now we have some kind of way to get to Mystic Mine, and then we'll just activate the Oracle, check the top 3 cards of the enemy, restack them, set those 2 cards, and then pass. And if the enemy special summons or normal summons anything, you can just you can activate this, get to a Mystic Mine, protect it with the Dark Bribe if they have Cosmic or Twin Twister. Often this is enough, and then you start like playing your grind game. Make 3. I would take this so your Mystic Mine doesn't get popped. And then we wait and wait and wait and wait. So then it's next turn, 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 until we get to the Cauldron. So now we should have like 6 cards to draw. And we still see no Cauldron, which is really, really bad. But it happens. But this is basically how this deck works. It just stalls into infinity, and yeah, I mean, if this card would be, if this deck would be consistent like every game, then it would be meta. So yeah. Then I would say thanks for watching, and I hope you like the deck profile, even though this deck is like one of the most hated decks in this kind of community. So yeah, I will see you next time.